Alright, well, that's some bullshit. Just recorded 30 minutes of micless uh, commentary. That's great. Um, Took one trade too early. I went light though. Um, Took a $140 loss. Completely cool. First loss so far. If I stop trading on this trade and this trade is good, then I'll be break even. But um, my bias today is bearish on NQ. We have London lows here that haven't been swept. We have Asia lows that haven't been swept. This crooked ass fucking marker. ES seems to have a lot of sell pressure. NQ seems to not give a fuck. We have literally only London session that's available now on ES, but we got London and Asia lows to sweep on NQ. I think if I just wait this out, I could be right, especially since there's a lot of resistance at the top here, at the top of these wicks. I'm kind of just waiting for a sign to leverage in, but I think anything around here, the pressure to sell is going to be pretty good. There was a 5-minute imbalance on NQ to ES, 5-minute bearish SMT, higher time frame in the hourly, we're trending up, but in the 15-minute we are trending down on both now. So I think this part is the waiting game for price action to do what it wants. I got a QQQ put deep in the money expiring Thursday. My break even is 530.20. It's currently at 540 and trading. I'm at $58 profit. I'm going to be looking to hold this shit because we got a lot of news that dropping this week that could come in pretty hot. And even if it comes in good, it could still crash out the market because the amount of uncertainty in the market is so retarded that anything could just crush it. So, especially at these levels. I think I'm coming down with some sickness. So I feel like shit, kinda. I don't even have Asia marked out on here. I have previous day Asia marked out, but not even today. So if it sweeps these highs, these closer highs, I'm gonna leverage in. I think if it breaks below these levels, I'm gonna leverage in. We've been just chopping. Probably shouldn't even have taken a trade today. Low key. That's the way it's looking, at least now that I've let the macro open. There's really no clear way it wants to move. Asia's high and Asia's low. So we didn't sweep Asia's low yet, but we swept it on NQ. We didn't sweep it, but ES we swept it. Wish I saw that, because then I would have shorted right off the fucking open, especially with the way it was moving. But that's fine. Probably wouldn't have been able to capture very much anyhow. But that just enhances my my bias, low key. Seeing Asia and London down here on NQ. And we swept it on ES. Still have that 5-minute SMT. Wonder if we have any high time frame SMTs. I hate when price action's fucking dog dick. I mean, there's no real imbalance, but it's definitely not balanced. There's no imbalance, but it's not balanced. Like, it's moving differently. Just give me that price action off open, bro, and just sustain that. Like, why are we chopping in here? Better question is, why did I take that first trade? I was just feeling so frisky to get into a trade. I thought it was going to keep moving. Price action didn't even develop yet. Whatever, though. Whatever. I hedged me losses, so me losses aren't strong. Me losses are not bad. Yeah, I think that's a good spot to have it. Really, I mean, if it gets that high, it stops me out. Clearly, it's going to go for those highs. So, I feel like dog shit. And I have to get my car inspected today. I just have to get the stickers put on. Sweep these highs, please, so we can go lower. Hello, NQ? Why are you leaving this shit into the dust? You're leaving ES in the dust, my friend. Can I ask what the fuck is going on? No reaction. Absolutely no reaction. I'm not gonna leverage in. This gap clearly doesn't matter anymore. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Or bad break structure in the 15. Looks like longs was the method today. Looks like longs was the method. Looks like that shit was the method. slightly overbought in every time frame. It's like these are not correlated. It's like almost like these bitches are not correlated. You know, I mean, like, look at this shit. Ready? I'm just gonna put this like up here. I mean, that we're in the 30-minute. Wow. I mean, this shit is so imbalanced in the higher time frame. And it's just getting worse. Like, oh my god. I'm cooked. It's gonna get this high. Oh man. Oh man. This is disgusting. We even broke structure on the downside in the 30-minute. On ES. And this shit still wants to go lower. Or still wants to go high like this. Like, what the fuck? Weird fucking weird ass price action. What the fuck, dude? Gigantic imbalance. The literal gigantic imbalance. Do we seriously want to rip these fucking highs out of our head? ES didn't rip them. I don't understand why ES isn't up there too then. If ES didn't rip these highs, why is NQ searching for them? I think I'm right still. It's just the timing. My timing is just bad. I think that's really what's going on. Because there is a fat ass imbalance occurring here. Fat ass booty. Fat ass booty. Sometimes when I'm looking at the market like this, it just feels like you can just tell when there's days you shouldn't be trading, but it's always after you've taken a loss. I don't know if that's like a psychology thing, because if I won a trade, I would have been like, oh, price action was not that bad. But like it just doesn't seem like days like this where the market just doesn't seem to make sense. It's like, all right, time to get off. Time to get off the charts. Like, why? What reason do we have to be higher right now? I really don't get it. And why are we so vastly different on the two indexes? Order's about to be filled here.
Order filled.
Yeah! $220 loss. Yes, sir. About to crash out. Alright. Now I'm just gonna hold until we reach these highs. Went fishing this weekend. Shit was lit, kinda. It was it was like raining all week, and it's still raining. The mosquitoes were horrible. I was eaten alive. Probably have malaria right now. That's probably why I feel like shit. I mean, I just want to know, like, what the fuck, man? I just want to know what the fuck, you know? I have a feeling that Trump's in London right now, fucking talking to the Chinese, talking to China, and it's really 50-50 when it comes down to shit like this. Like, he's either gonna come out with a deal again, or he's gonna say some bullshit. Like, all right, 1,000% tariffs again. Then CPI and stuff like that. It might come out a little hotter than expected. Now that this is like what, the second quarter that tariffs have been involved. So our side is starting to look like too overbought. High time frame SMT is still there. if we see manipulation to these highs, and with every single goddamn time frame just being crushed alive, overbought, I'd be willing to take another short. Should we just full port it? Full port the fuck out of me. Full port over here. Core CPI, PPI, CPI, unemployment claims, prelim, consumer, sentiment. Alright, we're kind of rebalanced in the 5 minute. Big range between it, but hitting some resistance in these levels. Boom, zap, 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 boom, zap, 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 la bombo. Just manipulate to the highs, bro. Yeah, I'm about to hop off these fucking charts. I'm gonna get a copy. I'm gonna get another account. If I pass this one, though, my plan is, after I pass this account, to get another one, have it copying, and then if I pass that second account, my XFA will be able to get a payout. I'll get that payout, have 2 accounts then passed. Or I could save it. I could save the payout till it's like one fat ass payout. But now that I didn't even realize it, but like, I thought every month that Top Step like rebills you. I thought they reset your stats. So when I was in here and I was like, when I was in here and I was looking at my stats and stuff, I was like, so how do people build up like months of stats? Like, is this only on XFAs? And no, it's not. It's just they don't reset your stats unless you break the rules. So, and my ass wasn't able to find that out because I was trading with the mentality, or not the mentality, but the thought in my head that my account's gonna get reset, so I gotta pass this within a month or 3 weeks technically. So all the accounts I've passed and stuff like that have been within 3 weeks. So it's like kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing, because it's like forced me to like try hard with leverage. Like try really hard with leverage to like price action is balls, dude. It's like we want to stay here, but we also don't. Like, I don't even know what you call that shit. I've taken 2 trades, lost both. I just want this to be swept because I just have a feeling that we want these lows. And I don't think we're going to save them. I mean, we might save them for later this week, but like all I want is one decent move that's in my direction. Shit should have fucking took a long. I would have too if I saw this was taken and rejected the way it did. I would have definitely went long instead of short, but that's the significance of making sure your fucking charts are marked out correctly. And to believe that I used to not mark out anything on ES. It's crazy. Because ES will go sometimes. Swiftly to a session draw, and then NQ won't. But you'll see NQ kind of trace it, and then ES kind of moves more cleanly, I would say. Sometimes. But that's just because you got so many traders on there. I feel like it's just so much more volatile than NQ. Fuck, man. This is just sitting and waiting. $20 points from the highs here. I'm so tired. Oh my god, I'm so tired. 6 points, 7 points, 12 points from all these highs. Like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? All the shit going on in the market right now, I don't want to really double down on my puts. There's a spot where I would. We're raging near all-time highs. This is the danger of looking in low time frames. Low time frame looks like this is gonna crush. Like a 1 minute. This is the danger of looking in the 1 minute. 1 minute looks like this shit's gonna crush, but if you look at literally any other time frame, oh yeah, it kind of does look like it's gonna crush, but probably just continue higher. Yeah, literally flips around. Oh my goodness, Lord. Oh my goodness, Lord. And my chart's frozen? Or like what? Okay, we swept that out. I need more confirmation. All right. An hour imbalance here. A high time frame SMT is forming. I'm gonna grab 2 here.
Order filled.
Only confluence that I have is sweep of liquidity, 1 hour imbalance. risk. 120. I feel like this might want to retrace a little bit. But if it rejects, it's going to reject hard. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm just locked in on my bias. But I just really don't think that this wants to go much higher. I feel like there's so much against it. Like, I don't understand. I feel like this imbalance, the hourly, is very strong. Very, very strong. I just need to catch it in the right range. Ah! Could say fuck it and do something like that. Do something like that. That'd be funny. I've done that shit before and won. I say won because out of like just pure thought of it being just gambling. Catching it in a range long enough. I bought another put expiring tomorrow. Break even's at 5:30.25. So I got two now. I got one expiring Thursday, one expiring tomorrow. The one on Thursday, break even's 29 something, deep in the money, and then the one expiring tomorrow is like slightly deep in the money and pretty cheap too. I got filled at 275, so because I'm really expecting like the anticipation of CPI and stuff to drop this shit, especially if CPI numbers are expected to be better. Market usually drops the day before. Also, the market's just going to be real sensitive to like all these rejections to these highs and stuff like that, but it makes me nervous that we haven't really reacted here. I could just be wrong again. But SMT's really, I don't know, they like to be filled, and I can't find myself going for a long after a sweep of a liquidity. I'm looking at a bearish SMT. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me to go long. So yeah, I'm gonna wait this one out. I think it'll be last trade though. And like I said again, like ES is just moving way farther from these highs than NQ. Like I said, I think my bias is right. It's just a matter of the timing. lunch session, it might not even happen in lunch session. Or it might happen in not until lunch session. I need water. Holy shit, I need water. $30-minute gap. Y'all watch this for me. I'm gonna go piss. some fire, man. I'm bomb clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm bomb clock. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Market's crashing. I wish. What the fuck, man? Whoo, that. Oh, never mind. Market's fucking crashing? Bro. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. This shit crashing. Woo! This shit is free falling. All right, if we doo-doo break structure on this candle, I'm buying in. If we doo-doo break structure on this candle, I'm buying in. We doo-doo broke structure on the 5 minute on here already though. Naughty. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck,
Order filled.
Fuck, that's a lot of risk. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of risk. Come on, baby. Oh, come on. Yeah. Alright, so reason I leveraged in on that cock and baller, because we broke structure into 5 on here. We haven't on ES yet, but I think we will. I think we're going to come up. We're going to tap in. A little gappy goo here. Little 5 minute gappy goo up here. 30-minute gap was respected, so we'll get rid of that. This shit was gone. I think from here we can continue lower. I don't need that much risk. I mean, I'm really betting that this is going to go lower now from here. Holy dick, we've been recording for an hour. That piss was turned into a little bit of a shit. My stomach kind of hurts. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Also got a 5 minute bearish gap here. If we invert this, I need to exit. I think, like I said, this is just going to be a waiting game. Let's check on I still got my keys. I got my AirPods in my pocket. Like, I came in here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pumping. We're pumping. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Okay, 1 minute. We're chilling. I don't like looking at numbers. Too many numbers on my damn screen. Yo. I don't get this shit. I mean, I get there's rules for day trading and whatnot on Robinhood. Mix specially. I need to sit in the 5 minute just in case this gap gets inverted here. Especially, right? But after your account, if you have a margin account, I don't know if some of you might not know this, but if you have a margin account, if it's worth over 25,000, you can day trade without limits. But only if it's worth more than 25,000 or it's a cash account. All right, those are the only two things that are to be considered, right? My account, I have an individual worth of holdings at 32,000. So why can't a fella day trade? Well, like I just want to be able to sell the day I buy. Like, is that so bad? Like, is that so terrible for a guy to ask? I'm holding $32,000 in my Robinhood. Let me day trade. But no, because it's worth 24.1 total, I can't. But sometimes, like, I have such high leverage in some of these positions I have that it's worth 25, but it still don't let me trade. So, I don't know. Alright. Looks like we're shitting the bed now. Oh, and we broke structure like I anticipated. Let's look into the 15-minute now. Shit, I might just take break even if we get to that level. If we get to 230 profit, I might just take it, because we're sitting in a fat ass gap right now on ES, and I'm scared. We're on NQ. This shit might just go whoop straight up. I should really start like leaving these on my chart so I can journal, because ever since I've been doing these videos, I haven't been journaling. Because I feel like I'm thinking out loud enough, like it's like I'm doing on-hand journaling, like I'm journaling as it's happening. Bro, I don't want to do shit today. I've been playing PUBG recently, guys. Oh my god. Shit's so... Like, the game's been out for too long. There's too many sweats. This is a key level here. Key level. This shit hits 180, though, I'll be confident. 180 profit, I'll be confident in where it's going. Whoo, we're slipping a little. We're slipping a little. Ooh, we're slipping a little, Buster. We're slipping. Come on, baby. You stupid. I'm glad I got that put. I got that put at the top, baby. That's why I hate seeing mugs on Instagram, too, saying, like, oh, what was your strategy, this and this. Yo. You can use the same strategy on... between any type of leverage trading. If you're doing options, you can use the same trading style as, or same strategy as you're using on futures, and vice versa. Like, you could, it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. You could close your eyes and trade, and it's still like, it would probably be about the same results. It's just a matter of your mindset being in there. Should I like hedge here? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be like that's a strong ass candle. That's a turnaround candle, bro. Like, fail and go lower. Fail and go lower. Got a 1 minute gap here. Keep my eye on that. Which we did not make on ES. Don't you dare. Blow lower, baby. Come on. Come on. This is most I'm going into. Like, ideally, I would want like something down here, like I'd really just want something down here. See, but the way this shit's moving, it just doesn't want to move. Shit just doesn't want to move, bro. Like London and Asia's down here on NQ, London's on ES. So we're just gonna chop because there's no news. Hit that gap, now go lower. 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 Tap that gap, go lower. Don't invert it. Yeah, don't go. Nah. So overbought in the 1 minute, bro. On ES, like no way. No way this shit. Like, how many times do we have to break structure to the downside to get a swift trend, bro? Just give me a swift, nice trend. 5 minute gap is still being... That 1 minute gap is kind of respected. Wicked through it, but didn't break any structure. 5 minutes still trending lower. I don't think this trade is exhausted yet, but if it hits like $70 or something profit and starts going a little bit higher, I can't accept that. Yeah, see, this is where I'm like, all right, I need to admit that I'm wrong. Because price actions is bad. Bad doo-doo. And I really don't feel like holding a trade for so damn long. This was inverted too. And we just broke structure in the 1 minute. Alright. I want to be right, but I don't think I'm right. Just push to 90 again so I can exit, bro. Please. Just push lower so I can exit. Or am I being impatient? Because we still are trending lower. But, I mean, for us to be trending higher, we have to be all the way up here. Oh, my God, bruh. Oh, my God, bruh. Yeah.
Order filled.
I'm not sitting in that. I'm just not sitting in that. I'm just not going to do that. All right, well. One minute SMT. Will it be respected? Probably not. This looks like a day where I need to just accept loss. Because there ain't going to be any better setups at 11 o'clock. Like, I wish I could look at the charts more. I really do wish I could look at the charts more, but this shit is chopping so bad. And after last week's wins, like, it's just about practicing. Like 1,500 on the week, bro. I'm bound for a loss. Even last week, only one loss. So I have real no need to continue my risk. There's probably not going to be another setup. That SMT had a move. I just wasn't leveraged in at the way with the confidence I needed to capitalize on what I need, what the type of capital I needed to be satisfied. But this is not moving the way I want it to, so I should not be trading it. I think I'm just gonna hop off here in a second. There's no real decisive move, and I'm happy with $200 loss, especially if I'm able to walk away from it, call it a day. Probably gonna save these draws because yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. All right, guys, so going into the week, right, let me get rid of this stuff here. So let me get rid of all the invalidated highs and shit. So price actions, dookie balls. Price actions, dookie balls. ES swept out Asia right here, which I should have went long on if I noticed it, but I didn't have it marked out. But it did leave behind London, and unless we sweep this later, like after this recording is posted and whatnot, I believe sometime this week it's gonna hit that to go higher, especially since we're at the top on ES, but on NQ we still have these highs. So if anything, we might sweep these highs and go lower because we have previous Friday. We have Friday's Asia lows. We have Sunday night's London and Asia lows, and then we have this super low down here that also needs to be taken on ES. So I really think this is going to go down on the week, and CPI might come in good, but I don't believe it's going to shoot us to above and beyond. Above and beyond, but days like this is days where you need to like practice saving your capital, because like, yeah, would I like it to, you know, just sweep the high that I had marked out here and just would I love to see that? Yeah, of course I would. Or even just like a trail downward, sure, I would have held. But this thing is like breaking structure to the downside. Now we're kind of V'ing upwards, and it's like taking a long time. Moral of the story, price action is doo-doo. There ain't no reason to fucking go into this and trade this. Like, absolutely no reason at all. So it doesn't seem like it wants to do anything. And that's, at these levels, that's kind of what you have to look out for, is that we're just going to be ranging on some days because the market doesn't have enough juice to keep it moving. These highs too up here are these highs on NQ, so I mean we still have that imbalance here too in the hourly, but like I said, there was not really a swift enough move for me to get in and get out on that. I'm happy with a $200 loss, especially since I went in with half my leverage. Price action conditions were doo-doo shit. Price action was good, NQ would have trailed ES the way it did and swept out all the same lows and then maybe went up again, but price action's doo-doo, so that ain't gonna happen. And unfortunately I got shit to do today and it's already 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go do that. And like I said too, if you guys are watching this, skimming through this or whatever, trying to get an idea of how trading really works, without this bullshit, bro, without all the bullshit guru kind of stuff. I'm just here trying to document my profitability, and this is honestly, you can argue that this is some of the most important stuff that you need, because when you go into the market, sure, you can win. You know what I mean? You can only buy and sell right off the bat without no strategy, without any type of knowledge in the market. You can already have a 50% probability. The thing you can't forget, though, that it's probability. You know what I mean? No matter what, there is no certainty in the market at all, right? And when you go into the market thinking there's certainty in the market, that's when you get fucked. That's when you get, that's when you start blaming the market. You feel emotional pain to being wrong. That's when things like that start to happen, right? And I could feel myself being susceptible to the emotions of being wrong, the emotional pain of being, being frustrated at the market, right? I could feel it coming, because I know I'm capable and I have enough knowledge to go into this market and make good money. I know I have it. But when conditions aren't matching it, it's like, the best analogy I can think of in terms of like my life is fishing, right? You go out fishing, you prepare, you spend an hour, getting your shit together at your house. You spend an hour packing it up in the car. You spend maybe 20 minutes walking down a trail to get to this pond. Whatever and you're spending two hours at the pond. You might not catch a single thing. But is it your fishing rod? Is it your lack of skill? No, sometimes the fish just don't bite, right? And I have that same analogy towards the market, right? That same type of energy towards the market. It's showing up every day, just the way you show up to go fishing, even though there's no guarantee, there's no certainty in catching a fish, but it's the probability of you catching a fish that keeps me showing up, at least, and the probability of, this is where you can make money. The money is here. It's just a matter of, being there the day the conditions are right. And that's where the analogy of fishing really comes in, is like when it's slightly overcast in fishing and, the wind is calm, it's crisp, the water's glass, you know what I mean? Perfect conditions for fishing. That's when you'll catch a fish, right? Same thing with the market. Market price action is going to be clear and concise. Guess what? That's when you're going to be making money. But when you're getting angry and that you're not catching a fish, and you start slinging your lure as hard as you possibly can in the middle of the thing, and now you're stuck in a fucking tree, well, guess what? When the conditions aren't right in the market, and you start slinging trades across your fucking screen, well, guess what? You're gonna, instead of getting caught in a tree, you're gonna lose $1,000 and blow your account. So, times like this is where it's important to know when to stop. I mean, from me being up $200 at the bottom of this wick, it has already gone up 30 points. And we're still trending lower. Were we trending in the high time frame here when we made this dip, and I could have bought here and caught this gigantic move? Sure, yeah. But you have to realize too, there was also Asia, London, and a previous day Asia on here, so my bias was just not matching, right? So it's not about being right or wrong necessarily, it's just about taking advantage of what the market shows you, gives you, whatever. And I'm sure at 12 o'clock that the market's gonna open up and probably take more of a shit than it has in the 9 o'clock session. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. If you guys appreciate this type of content, want me to go over anything in particular that I talked about, hit me in the comments. I'll make a specific video. I also, tell me what you guys would think about, if you made it this far, tell me what you guys would think about a Discord. I'm thinking about a free Discord, kind of just to get a group of traders in, in one's place and kind of just be able to talk. So, yeah. All right, guys. Have a good day. Make sure to go outside.